Hello, everybody. This is my test video for YouTube Studio Live. I'm soon going to be going on to this channel live, and I will be um, uh, playing. I'm going to be taking what were my kind of uh, 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 chillax sessions that were on Facebook over to here to YouTube. Um, YouTube. Let's talk a little bit about platforms for a minute, about social platforms, right? Um, a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, when we were actually recording. My friend Dav made a great point. He said, essentially, Facebook is not in any way interested in anything having to do. In fact, they're actually actively hostile to the business of music, right? It's a relatively simple thing. Why? Here's how. There's a simple sort of approach to this, and I'll say this in this test video. For example, what will be happening is people who actually compose, their licensing mechanisms, and they should be. I should pay X number of dollars to use, at least, even if it's just I'm playing along to it, somebody's composition or something like that. That's legit. But the fee that's paid by a person who's like a small end user like me to BMI or ASCAP is a small fee, and it's one that should be paid. It should be paid, and I'm happy to pay that X dollars a month. It's a minuscule amount of money. Okay, so what happens is, you can get a small license. You can contact them, and they'll answer you, and they'll tell you you do this that way, right? Once you would get that, ostensibly you would be covered legally, and people would get their appropriate, I don't know, 1/10 of a cent from whoever watched your performing a composition. And it's the same as clubs, exercise studios, bars, concert halls, larger venues, et cetera, et cetera. What I would pay if I was going to record a song. Many people in kind of popular music in the industry at the low end of it talk about covering material. What are you doing a Mozart cover when you play the clarinet quintet? Yeah, that's kind of poppy. That's kind of pop music, jargon, right? So basically, what I'll be doing here, though, is doing what I need to do to legally use, my curated sort of backup tracks that I have. That's a lot of musicians are using, and we will be performing over here, over on YouTube. You will see a link from our friends over, on Facebook and so forth, and Instagram, which will direct you to a live link. As soon as I can figure out how to schedule a live link here, and then have a link to promote it. Okay. All right. Very good. No, I don't want to be live anymore.